Week 18 of the fantasy baseball season, and with trade deadlines coming up in the next few days here, I know in a few of my leagues the deadline's tomorrow. Here's a few pitchers I would sell high and trade away this week. The first guy's Joe Musgrove of the San Diego Padres. So a good season it's been for Musgrove, no doubt about it, with his new team going from Pittsburgh to San Diego in the offseason. And on the season here for Musgrove, 128 and a third, 8-7 record, 92 hits, 40 runs given up, 14 home runs, 33 walks, 147 strikeouts, a 2.81 ERA, and a 0.97 whip with 11 quality starts on the season. So it's been a great season for Musgrove, but I just don't think these numbers are going to hold up, especially over the last couple weeks. 19 innings, 2-0 record, 10 hits, 2 runs, a homer, 5 walks, 24 strikeouts, an 0.95 ERA, and an 0.79 whip with 3 quality starts in this time. So Musgrove, he's been mowing down opposing lineups, and he's had a pretty easy schedule as well over the last few outings versus Colorado, Oakland, and Miami. So right here, Musgrove's next outing is August 14th at Arizona, another pretty easy outing. But right now, well, he's the number 1 ranked pitcher in the last few weeks of fantasy baseball. He's a guy I definitely look to flip and see if I could get a pitcher and a batter and a deal for him. And right now, well, the deadline's coming up any day now in most leagues. This is the right time to do it. The last few games for Musgrove, July 29th versus the Rockies, 7 innings, got the win, 3 hits, no runs, a walk, 11 Ks, an 0.57 whip, and a quality start. August 4th at Oakland, 6 innings, no decision, 2 hits, a run, 3 walks, 5 Ks, a 1.50 ERA, 0.83 whip, and a quality start. And August 9th versus the Marlins, 6 innings, got the win, 5 hits, a run, a walk, 8 Ks, a 1.50 ERA, a 1 whip, and a quality start. So right now, while he's on top of his game and his numbers have been real good over the last 3 or 4 weeks here, this is a perfect time to trade him away while he's at peak value. The next pitcher is Freddie Peralta of the Milwaukee Brewers. So Freddie Peralta, he's finally got things going this season here after for years we've been hearing about him as one of the top pitching prospects and upside guys in the Milwaukee Brewers system. On the season, 119 and a third, 9-3 record, 58 hits, 30 runs, 10 homers, 51 walks, 162 strikeouts. Big number there, 2.26 ERA, and an 0.91 whip with 12 quality starts. So his numbers are outstanding, no doubt about it for Peralta. But right now, he's not going that deep into games as you would hope he would with these good numbers on the year. In the last couple weeks for him, 17 and a third, 2-0 record, 13 hits, 4 earned runs, 5 walks, 22 Ks, 2.08 ERA, and a 1.04 whip with 2 quality starts in the time. So right here, Peralta, he's pitching lights out. He's pitching well here for this Brewer team, but I don't know if it's going to hold up. His innings have been down over the last few outings, and he's a guy that's never pitched this many innings in a season, so he might hit the wall here in the next few weeks. And right now, while his value is amazing, I would definitely look to sell him high. The last couple outings for him, August 4th versus the Pirates, 6 innings, no decision, 6 hits, 2 runs, 2 walks, 9 Ks, a 3 ERA, 1.33 whip, and a quality start. And then August 10th yesterday at the Cubs, 5 and a third, got the win, 5 hits, 2 runs, 2 walks, 8 Ks, a 3.38 ERA, and a 1.31 whip. So right here, those are good numbers, no doubt about it for Peralta. But right now, I think I could get good value for him, and I just think he's going to hit a wall. So in my opinion, if you could sell him high, this is the time to do it before the trade deadline are finished in your fantasy leagues. The next pitcher is Marquez of the Colorado Rockies. So the Rockies, obviously, it's been a bad season for them. They're rebuilding here. And Marquez, though, he's been a nice surprise for fantasy owners. And the Rockies, 136 and 2/3, 10-8 record, 108 hits, 52 earned runs, 11 homers given up, 49 walks, 141 Ks, a 3.42 ERA, 1.15 whip with 15 quality starts, which is up there amongst the league leaders in quality starts this season. In the last couple weeks here for Marquez, 12 innings, 2-0 record, 6 hits, 2 runs, a homer, 5 walks, 14 Ks, a 1.50 ERA, and an 0.92 whip with 2 quality starts on the season. So right here, he's going out there, and he's pitching great baseball, no doubt about it. But I think the course field factor is eventually going to come into play here for Marquez. I know he's pitched great pretty much the whole season, but this team, they're not winning many games, and they're in the toughest division I could say here in all of the major leagues, especially the National League, that's for sure in the NL West. So right here, the last few outings for Marquez. July 26th at the Angels, 6 in the third, got the loss, 9 hits, 4 runs, a homer, giving up 8 Ks, a 5.68 ERA, 1.42 whip, and a quality start. July 31st at the Padres, 6 innings, got the win, 4 hits, 2 runs, a homer, 4 walks, 7 Ks in that ball game for him, a 3 ERA, a 1.33 whip, and a quality start. And August 6th versus Miami, 6 innings, got the win, 2 hits, no runs, a walk, 7 Ks, 0.50 whip, and a quality start. So his next outing is August 12th at San Francisco, which is obviously going to be a tough task here for Marquez. But right now, he's pitching lights out, no doubt about it. He's pitching great. But if I could get, 1 or 2 pitches for him, or a hitter and a pitcher, why wouldn't you do it before the trade deadline happens? And like I mentioned, he's in a tough division, and he's on a bad team this season. So I would sell him high. The next pitcher is Raisel Iglesias of the Los Angeles Angels. So he's been a pretty solid closer this year, and a lot of decisions under his belt here for a closer. 52 innings, 7-4 record, 25 saves, 37 hits, 17 earned runs, 9 homers, 9 walks, 78 strikeouts. Very impressive. 2.94 ERA and an 0.88 whip. So right here, he's pitching good baseball in the last couple weeks for him. 6 in the third, 1-0 record, 4 saves, 4 hits, no runs, a walk, 8 Ks, and 0.79 ERA. So Iglesias, he's going out there, he's getting some save opportunities. But like I said, anytime I see a closer pitching well, he's an easy sell-high candidate in my opinion, because closer is one of the least valuable positions in fantasy baseball, just for me here. So if I could trade a closer for an everyday hitter or a starter that's going to be good every 5th day, this is the time to do it with Iglesias. He's on a bad Angel team that is shutting things down. Anthony Rendon, he's done for the season. They announced a few days ago. And Mike Trout, there's still no timetable for his return, or Jared Walsh as well. So while their 3 best hitters, besides Ohtani obviously, are hurt, there's no reason to keep Iglesias, especially if you could get a good deal for him. Obviously, I'm not just going to dump him for anything, but like I mentioned, if you could get a good hitter or a good starting pitcher at this time, it's a perfect time, because I don't think many saves are in the future for the rest of the season here for Iglesias. And we know the Angels have been a bad team this season, so if I could trade them off for good value, this is the time to do it. In the 5th and final pitcher, I'd look to sell high and trade away this week's Jameson Taillon of the New York Yankees. So Taillon, he's really found things here in the last couple weeks for this Yankee team. On the season, 113 innings, 7-4 record, 102 hits, giving up 48 runs, 17 homers, 34 walks, 112 strikeouts, 3.82 ERA, and a 1.20 whip with 7 quality starts in the time. So that's good baseball. That's great pitching. And this Yankee team, they're starting to get things going now over the last few weeks here. Pitching the baseball, hitting and getting victories to get back in the AL East race. And the last couple weeks here for Taillon, 18 innings, 1-0 record, 13 hits, 2 runs, a homer, 5 walks, 19 Ks, a 1 ERA, a 1 whip, and 2 quality starts. So it's been a tale with 2 tapes for him. Early in the season, he was a 4 or 5 inning pitcher that didn't go deep into games, get wins or quality starts. And now he's the total opposite, barely giving up runs. Is Taillon going deeper into games, getting wins, and getting the quality starts. But I don't know which Taillon we're going to see the rest of the season here, with a month and a half left in fantasy baseball. So right now, if I could get good value, a good hitter, maybe a more consistent pitcher, this is the time to do it before it's too late. So the last few outings for Taillon, July 30th in Miami, 5 2/3, got the win, 5 hits, no runs, 2 walks, 5 Ks, a 1.24 whip. August 4th versus the Orioles, 6 1/3, no decision, 4 hits, 2 runs, a walk, a homer, 10 Ks, a 2.84 ERA, 0.79 whip, and a quality start. And August 9th at the Royals, 6 innings, no decision, 4 hits, no runs, 2 walks, 4 Ks, 1 whip. So right here, and a quality start. So right here, Taillon, he's pitched real well, no doubt about it, but it's been a favorable part of the schedule as well for him the last 3 outings versus weaker teams in the American League and National League. And we'll see August 15th in a tougher matchup at the Chicago White Sox what he could do. But right now, while he's pitching well and there's no sight of injury for him, this is a perfect time, in my opinion, to sell him off and trade away, because I don't know if Tallion's going to keep it up the rest of the season. So that's a few pitchers I look to sell high and trade here in week 18 of the fantasy baseball season before the trade deadlines are up in your fantasy leagues.